When it comes to ranking up in Rocket League, one of the most important skills you need to possess is situational awareness. You need to be able to understand what is going on in the play, and you need to be able to know how best to react to that situation to put your team in the most successful position possible. So in today's video, we'll be breaking down how you can better understand the flow of the game and the intentions of the other players so that you can help yourself better understand what you need to do to be successful. And real quick, before we do get started, if you are interested in having one of your own replays analyzed, make sure you do check out my Discord, which is linked down in the description, as I do offer free coaching through there. Alright, so then here's where we're going to see our first moment of staying way too far back in net. Your teammate wins this ball. This guy's out of the play. What I'm seeing is this guy sitting in the midfield facing this way. At the time that this ball pinches out like this, my eyes are not looking here anymore because all this ball is doing is going off the wall, something like that. Like, this is roughly what it's doing. I don't need to know exactly what it's doing. I know it's bouncing off the wall. So I don't really care. I want to know what this guy's doing. Because if I see that this guy turns away, that's my cue that there's no further challenge coming back into our half, and I'm good to move out. If they go for this ball, then I can stay a bit more passive because the ball is more than likely coming back in this way, and I need to be ready for that. So my eyes go here so that I know where I need to go. Because you can see he is turning backwards right now. So we would want to, not quickly, we just want to start driving out of net at this point because there's really no world in which this ball comes screaming back into our own half. So there's really no reason for us to sit on the goal line. Because now the problem that's going to happen is we are basically an entire half field away from where the play is. And it means that if our teammate goes for some kind of attack, like maybe he tries to pass this ball off the backboard, there's no one here to come on for the shot. Like, there's just nothing here. So we're almost leaving our teammate in a 1v2 in this situation on offense. Yes, so it's not dangerous for us, but we're not giving ourselves the best chance to be successful on that offensive chance. Okay. So here's moment number 2 where we're going to end up too far back. So being in this spot is fine. I think, again, you're going a bit too fast. So you come out here, you grab this boost. There, again, is no reason to sprint back. And we know that because this guy's getting the mid boost, teammate has the corner boost for free, and the ball is closer to our teammate. So at the very least, we're getting a 50-50 here, and the other opponent is all the way back here. So even if the 50 is great for the opponents and the ball lands in the midfield, there's no way we lose a race against that guy. It's just not going to happen. So we don't need to sprint back as fast as possible. We can kind of just chill. Again, a little bit of boost maybe, but definitely not a flip. And then as soon as we see this, we are going to move upfield a little bit. Again, not too much because it looks like there's possibly a 50-50 coming. Yeah, you get posted here, which is not great, which is then what causes you to come to a dead stop. But yeah, we'd want to be like out in this area. Because we can also see that that guy's backwards, so he's not going to do anything great. And then if we were here, that's a brawl. That's ours. Because look at how slow that guy is. Like, this is the kind of thing that's going to separate you into the higher ranks, is just recognizing when they are no longer on the ball. Because if you can recognize that quickly and get in there and get the ball, you're going to put them under so much more pressure than if you just sit. And you see, you do that, exactly that. You're just a little further back than we'd like to be, with a little bit less momentum than we'd like to have.
Yeah.
If you want to be in this area, just go challenge this thing. Like, don't do this whole hesitation thing, because you're kind of doing that whole, like, drive challenge thing again, which, again, works, but also, like, it doesn't really do much, because they're able to get back to that ball before your teammate gets anywhere near it, and now you're just giving them free control. So again, it goes back to understanding, can they theoretically get back to the ball? Right here, it's looking real awkward for them, let me tell you. Because looking at them, that guy's not on the ball. He's trying, but oh boy, he's wasting all of his boost
Both of them were considering going for that.
Yeah, so this guy was gonna go until he saw his teammate dive bomb out of the sky, and then he went, wait, what? So with this in mind, as this ball comes across, where are you here? There you are. So you're here, this is fine. As this ball comes across, I would be taking this path, here and here, because that puts me up here, and now when this confusion comes out, I can just jump on it. If this confusion doesn't come out, then I can do the same thing you do and just drive challenge, and heck, maybe I can even swipe this boost from them before they can do anything with it. But from all the way back here, you're just giving up all this space, and yes, you do apply like phantom pressure, but it doesn't really result in anything because you don't. Your team is not set up in a good enough spot where this drive challenge actually does anything, because he just gets right back in control of the ball. So yeah, a little bit more aggressive pressure in that corner, just to like be there in the case that they're not on the ball. All right. Honestly, this is the first time it became glaringly obvious. You need boost here. Yeah, you kind of flip into no man's land here. Like there's nothing here. So make sure you take that little bit of extra time, get over to these.
Yeah.
Just get those.
Yeah, I have to say here my focus is just getting back quick.
What's the last thing we see? So what I'm seeing, and what my brain says, is this guy who's about to hit the ball. He's flipping sideways into his own corner. I refuse to believe that he is going to be able to speed this ball up overly quickly. It's just not going to happen. And the other opponent is, here. So that's not doing anything anyway. So our teammate is going to be able to turn and get back before any real speed is added to this. So we do have time to get to here and take that line. Just recognize what you saw before you took ball cam off. Just because the ball has gone behind you does not mean it's actually going on target immediately. Yeah. And the more comfortable you get with these small pads, the more you can actually just keep ball cam on here and just be able to pick them up by muscle memory. Just don't panic. Not everything is immediately going towards your net. Then right here, this is just confidence. This is another one where I think it can be a bit more aggressive. As soon as you see that he's committing to this wall, like he's behind this ball.
Yeah, I knew he was going for the wall, yeah.
Yeah, if you know for a fact that he's going to the wall, do not let him just have it. Like, go get this ball. Like, go challenge this. Because, again, you don't really do anything to actually force him to do anything. Like, you kind of drive up, sure, but he's already going into the air by the time you get here. So, like, you're not actually changing his plan. You're just kind of here, but you're not really doing anything. And again, at a higher rank, like... Oh, gosh, he's going off the ceiling. Okay. At a higher rank, that's going to be a solo 1v1 air dribble against your last man back because you didn't actually impact the play. So if you know someone's going somewhere, go cut it off. Yeah, same thing here. Okay, I have to know the thought process. Why are we not going for this? What are you thinking is happening here?
I wasn't sure what my teammate was doing. I wasn't sure if he was going to go behind or not. Like, he was going to rotate back. I wasn't sure. It looks like he's driving towards the ball, so I just was not sure. And then he turns at the last second, so I turned.
Gotcha. What I see right here, and again, this is about not focusing on the ball. I'm not really paying attention to my teammate at this current moment because he is going this way at this exact moment. So, like, I can see that. So I'm not thinking he is coming back yet. I also see that this dude has just had about the worst landing you can have on a wall if you're landing on all four wheels. He's killed his momentum and he's facing up this way. So he is not getting back to that ball. So as soon as I see this, I'm going. And again, as I go, if I see my teammate do this, then I can just go, oh, nope, 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 nope. And then I can come back and get this and wait for him to do something. But until I see that, I'm again cutting off this space. Because the last thing I want is to just wait here and again allow this guy to get back to the ball. Yeah, he sees you right now. If you were going forward, there's no way he cuts this. I refuse. Yeah. Like even plats in most cases know from here. There's no good touch. There's nothing good from this. Especially if your teammate's here. So he 100% would not have gone for this one. I refuse to believe that he would. Okay, well, no, some people would. I'm not going to say I refuse to believe because I know some people would. Because they don't have any game sense whatsoever. Yeah. But yeah, this is definitely your ball. Just have that confidence. And again, if you see your teammate do something dumb, you have the time to adjust off of that then. Like, your opponents aren't actively on the ball, so you can make adjustments if your teammate's like being really dumb. That's fine, patience there. Be careful of these. I think you're trying to go for a pass off the backboard here. Is that correct?
Nah, I was just trying to shoot it.
Ah, okay, so
I really wasn't trying to shoot it, yeah.
missed shot. Okay, fair enough. Once again, I don't think it's going in. There's a defender right there. Probably not going to work out. If you're going to go for any kind of powerful touch here, you do not want this thing to, like, bounce lightly off the backboard. That is about the worst thing that can happen, because if it bounces off the backboard, there's only two things that happen. Either A, your teammate is somewhat smart and stays back, in which case he's in a 2v1, or B, he gets baited by the ball bouncing off the backboard and dives at this and just leaves a wide open net the other way. So you don't ever want to put your teammate in a spot where they think they have an opportunity that's not there, or where you're putting them in a spot where they're at a major disadvantage on defense. Because literally, this is just a dead giveaway of possession, and luckily, this is plat, so screw control. Forgetting that. They're just going to boom the ball down the field. But, yeah, definitely not a position you want to leave your teammate in. It's very, very dangerous, to be sure. And, yeah, I think we're still a bit too far back in this kind of position. Because the problem is now, like, what you want to have happen is if your teammate is going to commit for a ball, you want to be able to play off of that challenge. When you're in this kind of position, what ends up happening is you're not really playing 2v2. You're really playing 2 1v1s. Because this guy just has to beat this guy. And then he has like 4 seconds to recontrol the ball, and then he can go challenge you. What we want it to be like is he challenges this guy, the ball is slightly loose, and we are there to attack it. That is the ideal situation in 2s, not that they have space to regain control after a challenge. Because, like, yeah, look at all the space between where that ball is and where you are. And now your teammate's out of the play. So he's going to be trying to get back. But now in the meantime, your opponent can now control the ball and focus on you. Luckily, your teammate does get back because that mid boost was there and they were able to pick it up. But if that mid boost hadn't been there and they weren't able to get boost there, you would be in a 1v1 here. With absolutely no momentum, and it would be a very, very dangerous situation. And then, of course, this happens. So you get a goal here. Again, higher level, you need to jump for this. If you leave this bounce at diamond or above, you're toast. The best advice I can give you, and especially in a situation like this, right? So as soon as I know, like, generally what's happening with one player, it's good to get your eyes, like, at least, like, look briefly. So, like, I see this. I'm like, okay, cool. He's controlling the ball. I don't need to worry about anything yet. Like, he's still basically at midfield. I'm chilling. So now I'm going to look at the other players. Where are they? And I see my teammate coming screaming back, and I'm like, okay, cool. I have help. So I'm just going to trust that help to do something. I don't know what it's going to be yet. Like, honestly, I hope he doesn't just slam it into our own net, because that's a very possible thing from this position.
That's what I thought was going to happen, yeah.
Depending on this challenge angle, it absolutely could go into our own net. But I also, like, even if our teammate does, like, hit this ball off our opponent and it goes into our own net, I'm honestly totally fine with him doing this. Because he recognizes that there's so much space here that he cannot allow this. Like, he knows he has to cut that space. So he's doing the right thing, even if it might not necessarily work out. You just need to be aware that it's happening. And that this touch is coming. Because as soon as this touch comes, you need to be ready to go. Because if you do this at a higher rank, you're just getting scored on. So as you guys can see, your situational awareness is a major part of Rocket League. If you want to be successful, you need to be able to take all of the information that is available to you on the field and utilize that information correctly to be able to make proper decisions on how and when you need to be attacking the ball. So make sure in your own games you really keep your eyes moving around the field so that you're able to absorb as much of that information as you can so that you can make the best decisions possible. Of course, thank you everybody so much for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you who made it to this point in the video, and I do hope you enjoyed it and found it helpful. If you did, make sure you click that subscribe button right down below so you make sure you don't miss any future Rocket League content. Additionally, if you are once again interested in having one of your own replays analyzed, or perhaps you just like to be a bit more involved in the community we're building here, feel free to join my Discord, which is again linked down in the description. And as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. See you later, guys.